This is Brief Briefing, where we analyze tech. Fetch and Yoti join forces to bring KYC to autonomous DeFi agents. Fetch AI, a project building a network of autonomous agents for blockchains, has announced a partnership with Yoti, a digital identity provider. Blockchains and DeFi contracts in particular often require manual interactions to trigger specific events. These could be contract calls, particular exchange transactions, publishing Oracle data, and many more. While these actions are often permissionless or done by the developers of the smart contract, there may be circumstances where nobody is able to perform these actions. This is where Fetch comes in with a network of autonomous agents, as David Minarch, a Fetch lead economist, told Cointelegraph. Fetch is built for autonomous interactions between agents and traditional Web 2 kind of architectures, but also between agents and DLTs kinds of architecture. Thirdly, between agents and other agents. For the DeFi world, Fetch sees itself as automating more complex interactions that require constant monitoring. Minarch cited the example of providing liquidity. Users may want to get in and out of particular liquidity pools to avoid periods of heavy impermanent loss, for example. This is somewhat similar to concepts like during finance, where developers create complex strategies to automate yield farming. Keep3R, another project launched by Andre Cronch, also uses concepts of agents to automate smart contract maintenance. In my understanding, Keep3R is a subset of what autonomous agents can do, said Minarch. Fetch has been mostly focused on enterprise uses of blockchain. But like for many other companies and projects, it began expanding to DeFi in 2020 with all that juicy TVL locked up. Who could resist? Nonetheless, its vision for space is somewhat different from the privileged attitudes in the community, as David Galliano, head of cryptography, said. If blockchain wants to gain more adoption than what it has at the moment, one of the things we need apart from the tools to become more accessible is to be able to link it to the real world, to the people that would use it. In particular, it needs to be accepted at some point by the regulators, and this is where the issue of identifying attributes of the people that are transacting becomes very relevant. Wow, the privileged attitudes. Apparently, they think we have no right to privacy and no freedom from, I don't know, let's say autocrats taking all our freaking crypto. On a practical level, the integration of digital identity for Fetch agents would be mostly seamless. Fetch AI is horrible. Maybe they'll make good contributions to blockchains, but I am going to avoid any of their technologies like the plague. New market fear index traders bet on crypto volatility. Cody, a blockchain-powered fintech startup, has launched a new cryptocurrency index, enabling traders to profit from the market volatility. The new Crypto Volatility Index, or CVI, brings the traditional market fear index to the crypto market, allowing users to deposit and open positions with USDT. Gibraltar-based Cody explained that the new index allows traders to open CVI positions for high and low volatility. Users who expect volatility to increase can open CVI positions. If correct, they can take profit by selling their positions once the index has risen, Cody wrote. In contrast, traders who expect volatility to remain low can provide liquidity to the platform. If correct, traders will profit by collecting fees paid by traders who have open CVI positions. CVI liquidity providers are required to deposit USDT for a minimum of 72 hours, while CVI traders must maintain an open position for at least 6 hours before selling or closing it. Users can link their accounts to major wallets, including MetaMask and Trust Wallet. Coley plans to add Ether and Cody token as deposit tokens in the near future. With the CVI mainnet launch, users can also stake and unstake Govi, which is the native governance token of the CVI index. The token enables users to earn platform fees and participate in voting. Don't forget to go ahead and seek advice from a licensed financial advisor. This is pure entertainment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want the latest news. Dubai financial regulator says it will develop a regulatory framework for the crypto sector. Dubai's financial services regulator said on Monday that it will develop a regulatory framework for the cryptocurrency sector, announcing the effort in its business plan for 2021-2022. The Dubai Financial Services Authority, a regulatory regime for digital assets such as tokenized securities and cryptocurrencies, will be built. The DFSA is committed to remain open for business with respect to innovation in financial services sector, and we continue to explore how our regulatory regime can accommodate new and innovative business models, said the regulator, which oversees financial services conducted in or from Dubai International Financial Center, a tax-free zone in Dubai, UAE. The details of the DFSA's plan are scant, but local outlet The National reported that the regulator will publish 2 consultation papers seeking feedback on its proposed rules in the first and second quarters of this year. So if you're in the area in Dubai, do provide feedback to these regulators. We will look to regulate a wide range of digital assets, including security tokens, utility tokens, the various type of exchange or payment tokens such as cryptocurrencies, the firms that provide relevant services in these markets. Peter Smith, the head of strategy, policy, and risk of the DFSA, told The National, "We will regulate these markets in a proportionate and thoughtful manner, drawing on the best practices across the globe." South Korea, Dunamu launches Bitcoin fears and greed indexes, guides traders. South Korean fintech firm Dunamu, operator of cryptocurrency exchange Upbit, has developed a digital asset fear and greed index aimed to help investors and traders make better decisions. Dunamu's new tool will reflect 5 different levels of sentiment, from extreme fear to extreme greed, according to the Korean Herald's report on Tuesday. Updated every 5 minutes, the index uses data on market volatility along with the trading price and transaction volume. As many domestic digital asset investors use global indexes, we decided to introduce one that can be help domestic investors, a Dunamu representative told the Korean Herald. The fear and greed indices are said to be able to help traders better decide when the market is acting emotionally one way or the other. For example, extreme greed indicates that the market is over optimistic, while extreme fear, it is over cautious. Dynamo also developed a real-time index of all digital assets listed on its cryptocurrency exchange, Upbit, provided by Yahoo Finance. Banque de France settles 2.4 million fund in central bank digital currency project pilot. The Banque de France successfully piloted a central bank digital currency experiment, or CBDC, in December, using the technology to settle money market fund shares for the first time on a private blockchain platform, as announced by La Banque de France of January 19th. The pilot began on December 17th and saw 2 million euros, 2.4 million of stimulated shares bought and sold by investors using the CBDC. The pilot project took place with distributed ledger technology provider by SETL, a UK-based regulated blockchain service provider, which also provided the CBDC stablecoin. SETLZ's EASNE's registration platform was used to track movements of funds. CBDCs are stablecoins used centrally, created and supervised by banks in a given country. They also have their own computer servers. They control everything. So if that bank fails, all your money basically disappears from the digital world. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What do you think of all these CBDCs, all these digital dollars that the banks are trying to make? Comment below. Have a good one.